Hey there, Kelly. So the jury and potential jurors broke for lunch. They're now back inside the courtroom. Jury selection is underway. Sam Bankman-Fried watched all of this today from the defense table. He had a new haircut. You see the court sketch there. He is in the front of the courtroom there. The potential jurors, they're back, and we have heard a little bit about some conflicts of interest. They've already dismissed some potential jurors. One works at a venture capital firm that actually invested in FTX and Alameda, Inside Partners. There's a lot of talk about some of the media coverage. One potential juror said he listened to a Joe Rogan podcast about it, so there's a lot of awareness about this story ahead of the trial. Judge Kaplan saying that these jurors are going to pretty much have to live in a bubble for 6 weeks. He said no Googling, no reading news, can't listen to the radio. So they're really going to try to have to not consume any media or news during the span of this trial here. The list of questions he plans to ask. On that, you've got, do you have a negative opinion about cryptocurrency? Also, if a crypto company fails, do you feel that only the owners are to blame? And then questions around, do you have any negative opinions about amassing wealth to give it to charity? So effective altruism, as it's also known. Also talks about Sam Bankman-Fried having ADHD. They plan to ask people to raise their hand if they've never had any personal or professional experience with ADHD. They say it's going to potentially affect Sam Bankman-Fried's mannerisms and body language in the courtroom. Bankman-Fried has pleaded not guilty to 7 counts of fraud and conspiracy. This was over the collapse of what was once a $32 billion crypto exchange, FTX. He has been in custody since August. He's argued that he didn't know about some of the financial issues going on at FTX, despite being the CEO at the time. Prosecutors need to prove intent here on the side of Bankman-Fried. 4 of his top lieutenants, though, have pleaded guilty, which legal experts say that it's going to make it especially hard and challenging for the defense here. At least 3 of these executives do plan to testify. We'll see if Bankman-Fried actually testifies. The judge addressed Bankman-Fried directly at the start of today, saying you have the right to testify, even if your legal team advises you not to. The judge said, raise your hand if you want to testify. You can essentially stand up at any point, but really directly was speaking to Bankman-Fried there. Kelly, Tyler?
So, of the former FTX executives who have pleaded guilty, did I hear you say that all of them are expected to testify at this trial? And how damaging, I assume, would their testimony be to Bankman-Fried?
So 3 out of 4, Tyler, plan to testify from what we know. So you've got Caroline Ellison, who was the head of Alameda Research. That's the hedge fund that was involved here. Also, Bankman-Fried's former girlfriend. So we're expecting a more personal account from Caroline Ellison, and there's a lot of interest around her testimony in particular. Gary Wong, Nishad Singh, who are other top executives, and really part of Sam Bankman-Fried's inner circle. He had a very close-knit group of executives living in the Bahamas with him. They have already pleaded guilty. They're working with prosecutors, and Caroline Ellison at least said that she knowingly committed fraud. It's an uphill battle for the defense team, and that's not seen as great news for Bankman-Fried. And the 4th executive, Ryan Salem, did plead guilty, but we do not expect him to testify.